All right, we've done videos on this subject recently, and it keeps coming up. So I'm going to do them until hopefully I stop hearing this scenario happening so much. Listen, it is so convenient these days to pick up an extra job doing DoorDash or Uber or Lyft or whatever, right? Some delivery service, Instacart, whatever, Shipped, whatever it is, right? And you think to yourself, I can do this after my daytime job or after my classes are over. I can do it at night. There's no startup cost. I've got a car. I've got a phone. I got a mount for my phone. There's nothing else I have to buy for this. I just have to sign up. I have to make sure I have car insurance, which I got to have anyway. And I'm ready to go. Well, you're wrong. Here's why. The minute you start doing commercial, it's called commercial. You're doing business using your car. Your personal insurance policy has a right at that moment, if you file a claim later, to deny your claim. So then all the money you're paying for your personal car insurance is wasted. If you're doing DoorDash, or you're doing Uber, or whatever, any kind of ride share or delivery service out of your car, and you think, they're not going to find out. What are the chances of me having a wreck? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the chances of you having a wreck go up dramatically the more you're in your car, right? And the chances of you having a wreck while you have somebody in your car go up dramatically because you're going to be in your car more with people or own a DoorDash or own a Uber a ride or a Lyft ride because you're in your car more often. Otherwise, you'd be at home, right? Not driving around. So you have a wreck or you're involved in a wreck that's not your fault, right? And then you file a claim. You're like, I have good insurance. I told Lyft or I told Uber that I had this insurance and they didn't say anything to me. They're not going to check your policy to make sure it's good. They're just going to check your policy to see if you have one. And so what happens is this. You're paying all these premiums to your car insurance. Then you're involved in a wreck that's not your fault. Then you call your insurance company after the wreck and you say, I was involved in a wreck and I was doing an Uber, and you don't know that you're not supposed to say that. And it's the truth, right? Well, guess what? You didn't tell them that you were driving for Uber when you had the policy, when you bought the policy. So guess what they do? They cancel your policy, they deny your claim, and now you have no coverage. None. And if the other driver has no coverage, guess what happens? You have no way to pay for your car. You have no way to pay for your medical expenses. You are done, and it's your problem. So how do you solve that problem? Well, as you're making the decision to do Uber or to do DoorDash, you have to call your car insurance company or email them or whatever, however else you communicate with your car insurance. You say, I'm thinking about doing Uber. How much more would it cost me per month to add this business purpose to my car insurance policy? And to answer that question, I had a staff member last night who has a good driving record, of course, good credit, all that good stuff, right? They called their insurance company and said, I'm thinking about doing DoorDash or Uber or whatever. How much would it cost me more per month? And the answer was $120 per month more to add the commercial purpose to their car insurance policy. So you're thinking to yourself, well, that's a lot. I'm only going to make an extra $500 a month. Now I'm going to make $380 if I have to pay that. Well, guess what? If you don't pay that, you have no car insurance. So just think of it that way. You have no car insurance for what's going to probably be 90% of the time your chances of a wreck happening, right? When you're in the car doing a DoorDash or doing an Uber. So would you rather have no car insurance, literally, because it's worthless? It is worthless to you. They are going to deny your claim 100% of the time because you haven't disclosed this. Or does it make more sense to pay the $120 a month extra, tell the insurance company about it? If you're in a wreck, it covers you, it covers the passengers, it covers up to 5 passengers, according to this lady with USAA that we spoke with last night for the staff member. So that's why it makes sense to do that. Because 100% of the time, remember, insurance companies are not in the business of paying claims. They're in the business of making money. And if your claim is one that can be denied, that is the first thing they're going to do, because that's how they work. They first decide, do we have to acknowledge this claim? And if they have any reason to not acknowledge a claim, they're going to do that. And you may think you can hide it, but guess what? You can't, because the cop's going to find out at the scene through your passenger, through the fact that you have a DoorDash thing in your window. You're going to admit that you were in DoorDash to the other driver, or you're going to have to do something with your delivery. They're going to find that out, and it's going to come out that you're doing DoorDash, and they're going to deny your claim. So don't think you can outsmart this situation. You cannot. So go ahead and get a quote, pay the extra money per month, or don't do DoorDash. It's part of the cost of doing business. You may think you can do a shortcut. Oh, they won't find out. That's not how business works, okay? I know this technology advancement is great, that anybody can open a business, doing DoorDash just on a whim. But guess what? Business is still business. There are costs associated with doing business, and this is one of the costs of doing that business. You got to pay extra for car insurance. Just do it. All right? If you have questions, you can find us on the web at zarzaurlaw.com, or you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thank you.